Etra, John saw it. My name is Karin. I'm an employee working at a local company in my hometown. I'm married and have a daughter as well. I live in my husband's parents' house, but his mother is a very kind person, so there are no problems between the two of us at all. You know, I hate to toot my own horn, but I'm having a pretty ideal marriage, I think. I mean, there are some problems with people at work because things are going well in private, but...
Karin!
Huh? What is it, Azami? Azami's a coworker of mine who has worked here for longer than I have. And when I say longer, I mean way longer. She's been here for a long time and she's got the pull to go with it. At the same time, she's more experienced than me in raising a kid, too. She's got a child of her own. At first, I would get opinions from her about raising my kid, but...
I saw your social media yesterday. What was that dinner? Talk about a horrible diet. I feel so bad for your kids.
Right. Why does this lady know my social media accounts? My kid began to grow up and I've started to get the hang of things, but she still always tries to nag about the way I raise my kids. So it started to make me tired of dealing with it. Honestly, I want someone who's in a higher position than her to tell her to stop it, but...
Azami-san, Karin-san has her own way of raising her own kids, so I don't think you should really be telling her how to raise her kids.
I think that's a little too irresponsible of you. I mean, maybe someone who's single and never had kids before would never understand, but...
Oh, come on, don't back down. My boss is very passive usually. He just gets quiet when Azami-san really pushes back. I wonder if there's anything we can do about it.
What's going on, Karin?
Oh, hey. I'm sorry, actually, blippity blue blah.
Ah, I see. So your coworker's kind of bothering you at work, huh? Well, I could see how you get pretty tired of that. If you want, did you want me to do the chores tonight so you can relax?
Huh? But you did the chores the other day too.
It's totally fine. We're family, so we have to help each other out, right? So you just make sure to rest up, okay?
Bam, thank you. She really is such a lovely person. I'm actually getting more frustrated again. Azami was talking bad about her too. A few months ago. My kid's name?
Yeah, I was wondering what you name your child, Karin.
I think you had a daughter, right? Yeah, her name is Akane. My mother-in-law actually gave us that idea.
What?
Huh? Azami?
Are you being serious, Karin?
What do you mean by that?
I can't believe that you possibly let your own mother-in-law name your child like that. I'm sure you probably just lost the pressure from the mother, but you realize that a child's name is forever. You can't just back down like that.
But I don't know what you want me to say. It's not like I lost to her pressure or anything. I just asked for her help.
Huh? So you literally agreed to work with her?
Yes?
I don't understand. How is that possible? I've got it. You must be brainwashed by your husband or something. Otherwise, it doesn't make any logical sense at all.
Actually...
Come to think of it, your mother-in-law totally stepped out of bounds. I can't believe that you want to name your own grandchild.
She continued to maintain her stance about how it was a horrible idea to let her name my daughter. She also put in some bad-mouthing of my mother-in-law as well. To be honest, I was getting pretty angry and was going to say something a few times, but I held back. Getting angry here is just going to make it more difficult to stay in the office. She is my superior in the office, even if I don't agree with what she's saying. And no matter what she says, it doesn't change the fact that my mother-in-law is a good person. It's like a mosquito buzzing around my face is all. Just ignore her, just let it go. I was just convincing myself and telling myself it was fine when... I'm sorry I'm late!
Karin!
How is she holding up?
Well, she's still knocked out cold.
But when I heard that my mom was involved in an accident, my brain started to draw a blank. Damn. I felt really worried, but I went into work the next day too. Thinking back now, I probably should have just taken the day off. But I had.
Karin, I heard. Your mother-in-law died in a traffic accident.
I never would have dealt with this person. She's not dead. She's right in the middle of her fight to stay alive.
Oh, really? I'm sorry, I didn't know, but it was so close, huh?
What?
I mean, come on, if your mother-in-law just keeled over from this accident, then she would never bother you at all, right? You're free to go, no more problems.
Azami.
I'm so jealous. I wish my mother-in-law would get hit by a car, too.
Up.
Huh?
Shut the hell up!
Huh?
I've been quietly listening and trying to not say anything, but you just keep yapping off saying horrible things. I've been thinking this the whole time, but do you think that your values are absolute and no one else matters? There are mother-in-laws and wives that get along too. You just start stomping around and squashing our feelings and values like you know it all. Do not use your stupid little scale to measure our relationship.
What is wrong with you? You're being so horribly rude right now. I get it. You've already been brainwashed, right? The world continues to rot away because of women like you who just kiss their mother-in-law's ass.
Huh?
You are the enemy of all wives around.
You little...
Azami? Oh, what is it, Yuri? Oh, can you tell this girl too? Tell her to stop taking her mother-in-law's side, making her understand that there's no good that can come out of that.
I think I totally agree with Karin, actually.
Huh?
I'm with her too. I've been thinking that this for a while, but you really don't think about others' feelings at all, do you? You just think your values are absolutely correct and always the truth.
What? Just so you know, I've been a mother longer than any of you.
I don't think that the person who's been the mother the longest is always going to be the correct one. People have their own households, and each household has their own way of doing things. You shouldn't just push your own values into it like that. It's just wrong.
I don't understand at all. What, are you trying to say that I'm wrong or something?
Yes, that's what we're saying. At the very least, you are 100% in the wrong when it comes to the interaction you just had with Karin.
You little...
Huh? Hello?
Ah, Karin, it's me. It's Mom. She's awake now.
Huh? Okay. Excuse me, sir.
Huh? What is it?
Would it be alright if I leave early today? It would seem that my mother-in-law's woken up.
Very well. You can take off for the rest of the day. Go see your mother-in-law in the hospital.
Huh? Are you sure about this, sir? You're just gonna let her do whatever she wants to do.
Azami-san,
Huh? Yes, sir.
I think you should refrain from speaking any more about this topic. I'm certain you will do or say something you regret.
Damn it.
Ma'am!
Karin, I'm sorry. I must have caused quite the ruckus, huh?
Oh, please. I would never say that. I'm just glad that you're okay, ma'am. I'm so glad that you're okay and woke up. Afterwards, she was able to leave without any kind of lasting effects at all. And then, I'm so freaking glad. I love that I'm able to come out and go shopping with you like this again, ma'am.
Don't be so dramatic.
Let me hold these bags for you.
Oh, really? Thank you so much.
Karin.
Huh? Azami?
Huh. I didn't expect you to run into this place out of the blue. I guess we haven't spoken since I was transferred out, huh?
Right. Azami was isolated over the events from before. That's because all of the moms in my office took my side and covered for me. She apparently walked around the office and was causing quite a bit of problems with them as well with how to raise their kids.
I don't believe it. You're supposed to be a good mother.
Apparently, they continue to try to resist and deal with it, but this whole series of events opened up the floodgates. I don't know how that affected anything, but she was sent off to some faraway branch which brings us to where we are now.
Why do I have to? Oh, that must be your mother-in-law. I'm so sorry to see that she's making you hold all of her bags for her. I guess mother-in-laws are just the same everywhere.
This person went through all of that and she's still not over it. Excuse me, but you really need to...
Oh, come on, Karin. You really don't need to get so worked up over this.
Huh? But...
You were Azami, was it? I've heard all about you from Karin. I'm sure you probably have some pretty horrible memories with your mother-in-law or something. Rage, suffering, sadness.
What is your problem?
But you realize that mothers are eventually going to be mother-in-laws one day, right? You've got a kid of your own. That means that one day you're likely to become a mother-in-law one day as well. If you just continue to point out flaws in his wife, then you're going to be treated like a bad mother-in-law, and I feel bad for your kid.
What's wrong with you? Don't act like you know my life. You don't know my life.
Well then by that same token, you don't know my life. But you still continue to push your values and opinions onto my life. That wasn't anyone other than you.
Come on, don't be so combative, dear.
But...
I mean, everyone's got their own story with mothers and in-laws. That's why it makes complete sense to bump heads when it comes to butting into other people's business. Azami, if you plan on giving people advice on how to raise their kids or deal with their mother-in-laws, maybe you should consider that in the very beginning. Then you won't become so isolated, I don't think.
isolated.
Ugh, she freaking ran away. I'm so sorry, ma'am. I know we were having a great time shopping and this ruined it.
I'm not going to let something this small and minor affect me. Come on, let's continue shopping.
Okay, she really is someone incredible.
Ah, that store is right over there. It's really cheap, you know.
This is what I've heard from the grapevine, but apparently Azami seemed to have suddenly calmed down. I don't hear about any bad rumors from the new place she was sent to. That doesn't mean that I want to make up with her or anything, and I'm sure a lot of the other moms also feel the same way too. But if you think about all the new moms that will join to not hate her, maybe it's a good thing.
ご視聴いただきありがとうございました。育児にアドバイス出すのはまあ経験者の声って頼りになりますからいいとしても、ただの職場の人にここまでひどいことを言われる筋合いはないですよね。憶測だけでここまで悪く言えるのもすごいですけどね。何はともあれ自分にも事情があるから知ったような口を聞かれたら嫌なのと同じく、相手だってそう感じることをちゃんと理解していただきたいものです。